Please take your seat.
What if they freed me from this prison? If that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move along a little farther down the line.
And I'll get advantage. I ain't got a cheeseburger, money make a sandwich.
Oregon, at a trail called Grotto Falls. And this is one of my favorite hikes because there's waterfalls there. And these waterfalls are special. And I'll show you why it's special in just a second. Once I actually, get there. After a pretty short hike, that's not very intense. It's just that I kind of rushed up here. You get taken over here. But what's special is that you can kind of walk under and through the waterfall. Well, you could go through it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can definitely go under it. But see, going under the waterfall and through isn't my favorite part. If you keep going, you'll reach this section. And this is my favorite part, right here. Just going up. See, there's lots of these kind of steep rope sections that are really fun. Yeah, came from all the way down there. And presumably, after it's all said and done, you're kind of at the end of the trail. Hold on, sorry, I gotta focus up, it's very slippery. And you're above the waterfall, right? There's the top. And then that's where we came from, right down there, right? But that's not where the fun ends. I like to think of this as level 1. And the fun thing is that this series of waterfalls seems to have an infinite number of levels, right? Because if you come up a little higher, you'll see that it continues on. And there's another level, right? So down there's level 0, up here's level 1, and up there is level 2. And it's a bit of a bucket list item for me to get to the highest level. I want to know where it starts, or I guess where it ends. And that's the goal for today. The only rule I have is every time I reach a level, I have to cross the river or the waterfall at least once. So I'm on level 1 on the right side. To get to level 2, I need to cross to the left. I'll probably go over this tree right here. And I need to get up over there. And that's it. That's the whole meme. It's about noon 30-ish right now, and I'm gonna see how far I get before it becomes nighttime. All right, so we're coming up on level 2, and you can kind of clearly see that I took the hard way. I came from all the way over there, but I should have just came up this way and then crossed, and then I could come up and around like this. But pretty standard, pretty straightforward idea, I think. All right, so that's level 2 done. And one thing you'll notice that level 2 is a lot more mellow than level 1. And that happens sometimes. One of the nice things, I have waterproof boots, so I can just walk through this. I don't peep this. It's a lot wetter and slippier than the last time I was here, but that's okay. Yeah, so now we have to figure out how to get up that. I'm probably gonna go, I gotta go right. So I'll figure out how that goes. I think immediately there's gotta be an addendum to the rule. So I'm still on floor 2 or level 2. That's just, I don't know, it's just not worth it to go that steep. And I already crossed the river once. I think I'm just gonna cross it again here and then go up that way. You smell me? Because that seems a lot more straightforward to me. Like, do you guys see the vision? I go across this mossy shit and then through here. And then I go up here to like rest, right? Then I can go up that tree up there. So one of the things I really like about being off trail like this is I'm immediately filthy. Just immediately drenched. But not only that, you're crawling over stuff, you're climbing stuff with all your limbs. Like, how the fuck am I gonna get up this? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out because I'm a frontiersman. All right, so that's that. I think I'm officially on level 3 or 4. I can't believe I've already lost count. What I wanted to say, I wish I had another person here because I'm low-key doing superhuman shit, Herculean feats. And I don't want to set up my camera, do all the bullshit, then walk back down, pick it back up, do it all again. That's just not worth it. But yeah, level 3, pretty sweet. All right, so this has kind of gotten significantly more complicated because I crossed number 4, and it's actually becoming clear that number 4 and 5, or at least what I thought was number 5, they're kind of merged together. Like, at some point, if you keep going up, you're gonna hit level 5, but it's not obvious. That being said, I don't think I'm gonna give like instructions on how to cross anymore because I think you get the idea, if nothing else. And it's dangerous for me to be holding my phone constantly. It's very slippery. It's very uneven terrain. All right, I don't know why I thought this would be easy. Unironically, I've hit my first roadblock. It's difficult to make a decision about what to do here. A lot of these don't feel super stable, super secure. This is the hero's journey. This is when This is when I enter the cave or whatever the fuck. I think the most important thing is I have to commit to something and hope for the best. I made it through level 5, presumably. I don't really know how I'm gonna get back, but that's kind of a problem for future Max. Okay, so this is level 6, I think. I just walk across these and I think I'm okay. I don't know, are these beavers or people? I don't know who did this. Maybe just regular old nature. But it's a bitch to fucking to maneuver through. Level 6 done. That was a fucking ridiculous. Water hasn't gotten into my boots yet. Really grateful for that, because when that happens inevitably, which it will happen inevitably, that's gonna be really bad for everybody. Definitely mellowing out here. Did you know that like 100 years ago, we had a quarter of the population that we had today? Isn't that so fucked up? I bring this up, I go on a decent amount of hikes, trails, things like this. Not an idiot, not gonna get lost, because I can just follow the water, right? Pretty straightforward. If I hurt myself, that's a different conversation. But I see people everywhere. Out here, on the way out here, I saw a car driving away from the falls. And it's so nice. It's so nice to just be out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Just filthy. Adam and Eve type shit. I have no fucking idea what level I'm on anymore. 7 or 8. I guess it's not important to know, but I'm like 235 right now. Not the lightest person in the world. And I am breaking some of these branches. Some of these trees, they're like sturdy, and then I put most of my weight on them and they fucking crack. And you scrambled so desperately. I fully grabbed onto a blackberry bush, poked the fuck out of my hands. Where am I going? I don't think... Oh, that's okay. Well, you do feel like a superhero when you catch yourself. Many couple times I almost face planted into that river. I've been out here about an hour. Definitely getting weird, but becoming increasingly, I might just go like head on through this way because you can't really cross anymore. We'll call this level 8. I don't know. I lost track a little bit. Oh, I did want to mention, I'm wearing a pair of burgundy joggers right now. Basically just fancy sweatpants. And I used to have these cargo pants that were pretty heavy duty and I really liked because they were strong. And then I tried summiting Mount Hood and I totally fucking destroyed them. Just destroyed them. And so if anyone has any nature pants recommendations, some kind of heavy duty, fends off the ticks and things, because I like hiking in pants. I like feeling indestructible, and being in shorts doesn't help. Well, look at this. That's not gonna be fun. Ugh. But my brain will edit it into fun later. I think that's level 8 done. Level 9. It's looking like this. The front of my left ankle hurts in an indescribable way, and I'm pretty intimate with pain. We push onward. I really don't know, dude, especially this section. I really don't know how I'm gonna get back, but we'll see what's up. I might end up going this way, just because it's a little safer vibes-wise. Getting up that rock's gonna be hard. You want your feet on moss. Moss reduces the slip factor, because it's real wet out here. All right, so that rock ended up being a no-go. I'm currently shimmying up a log. Yeah? Fellas, what do we thinking the move is here? Are we going this way? No chance. Well, you know what? No way. You can't even reach that. Yeah, that's too far. We gotta go up this way, I think. It's gonna be a little safer. Or maybe that way? Probably that way. Every level becoming exponentially less clear how I'm gonna get down. As you can see, that's quite fucked, right? Like, not straightforward, and going forward, not much better. Like, dude, this is shoulder height. I'm standing fully straight. How am I gonna get over this? I'm gonna jump. All right, after level 10, it actually kind of mellows out. Gives you time to reflect. Like, thank God there's no such thing as like mountain sharks. Could you imagine? You're just fucking crossing a river and then boom, out of nowhere, fucking jaws. I guess that's what mountain lions are. But mountain lions are babies. I'll say it. I could take one on any day. They definitely wouldn't fucking gore me. Where am I going? Have you guys ever seen the movie Gattaca? It's a beautiful film. There's a scene in there where these two brothers trying to see who's willing to swim out the furthest. And one of the brothers is like genetically superior. It's a movie about eugenics and perseverance and the human spirit. And the brother that's genetically better, he always wins until the genetically inferior brother, he's like, fuck it, dude. I'm worried too much about turning around. What if I never fucking turn around? And he never turns around, and what he realizes is that they just make it to the other side of this like big ass lake or whatever. He's like, if I never turn around, if I don't worry about turning around, I'll have enough energy to just rest at the lake or at the island ahead. That's kind of where I'm at right now, where front and back are kind of equally as fucking scary right now. The only difference is I have to go back. My car is back there. I can't get home without it. So, you know, lessons to be learned there, I'm sure. Gorgeous time of year. Leaves are changing color. It's mostly green out here, but it shows you this tough terrain. It shows you the perseverance of nature. Look at this. I'm on a bunch of logs right now, so I'm trying not to slip and die. But there's a tree growing right there. Isn't that crazy? Like right there. Just in the middle of this fucking... We are suspended in air. But the breakdown of like the mulch and the dead trees, it's enough soil to provide new life. And I mean, he could grow as tall as he wanted. At a certain point, the logs will rot so much and the tree will gain so much weight from nutrients and growing that it'll probably snap these logs. And then it's gonna change the flow of the river, right? I mean, ever evolving, ever changing. Still pouring rain. Well, not pouring, but I mean, it's always raining. It's the Pacific Northwest. Other shoe officially drenched. I put my foot on a rock buckled, wasn't stable, took a dip. I'm on level 11, 12 right now, I think. It mellows out and then it gets really intense for like no reason. Getting down is gonna be scary. About 150 right now, hoping it's gonna ease up on me a little bit. Level 12, at this point, I'm just straight up wading through the river here. Waterproof boots is so nice to have, even though it technically doesn't matter at this point. I feel my feet sloshing around in them anyway. Even if you're like a casual hiker, it's still really nice. So presumably that's level 13. Again, you just walk up that. Like that's easy, that's light work. Like what the fuck? How did I get here, man? This is a great way to learn like biomechanics. If you're someone who doesn't feel particularly comfortable in their body or like don't understand how you move, doing shit like this is great. You'd be shocked how much of a difference 1 or 2 inches makes, or the position of your foot. You also learn how flexible you are, because some of this is not comfortable. Thank God I'm wearing kind of stretchy, loose-fitting stuff. Otherwise, this would not be fun. Look, another log I get to shimmy up. Isn't that fun? It's about 2 o'clock. Another half hour and then I'll turn around, because I'm getting more nervous about coming back, especially if no one knows that I'm out here. I really shouldn't be too brave. I'm really not forward to shimmying down there. This thing is not stable as fuck. Look at this. Not stable for shit. Actually, genuinely very scary. I don't know what level I am anymore. I want to say 15. I fully fell in the river right there. So I'm actually just totally fucking drenched. Like, yeah, fully wet. Feet are fully fucked. I'm glad I put my stuff in zipper pockets, because they would have been long gone by now. That's the rest of what we got going on. It is 2:10. So 20 more minutes to see how far we can get. So this is what I'm looking at, right? And you can kind of just barely see the water. Let me zoom. Oh God, where am I? Right there, you can just barely see the water. And it's not that that's the end, but fuck, it doesn't look like it's very obvious how to get past that. That looks big. All right, fellas, this is looking like GG. I don't think I'm climbing up that if I can keep it a stack with you. Not especially, no one knows I'm fucking here. I don't have any food. I don't have any gear. I could maybe shimmy up this, but I'm not coming fucking back down that, not same day. So I'm pretty proud of where I'm at. It's 2:20, so I'm gonna start heading down, but it is gorgeous out here. Absolutely gorgeous. So heading back now, all right, you can see I'm on the way down. One of the nice things is that since you're already drenched and filthy, you don't really care how much drenchter and filthier you get, right? You can just kind of do whatever the fuck you want. The goal is just getting down. That being said, the priority becomes safety. And it's really difficult to figure out what's solid ground and what's not solid ground. I'm pretty good at it, but you know, human, just like anybody else. And I'd like to share with you, I took a step on this tree, on this log, right? There's a lot of logs around. And a lot of the logs around here are dead. They're rotting. They're giving nutrients. They're being broken down by other stuff. And I took a step and my knee is fully in, I mean, that's mid-thigh. I'm fully in the fucking ground. That could have been really bad because I'm at like level 11, level 10 right now. That could have been a fucking career ender. I could have died right here. So, you know, stay humble. No meme, I don't want to say I'm stuck, but oh my God. I like I fell, and as I was stepping, I twisted in. That was bad. You know, when I used to live with my parents, my dad would always peddle like Soviet Union era propaganda at me. And one of the things he would always tell me, or he's told me a couple times, is that back in the Soviet Union, you could get a master's in sport. The same way you could get a master's in like biology, theology, psychology. You get a master in sport, and you can get them in all the sports. And hiking, Nature Man is one of those things. And like the thesis for that is they drop you in the middle of fucking nowhere. They like blindfold you, fly you out to the middle of fucking nowhere, and you're supposed to survive and get out. And I kind of feel like that right now. I feel very resourceful. What's strange, or one of the tragedies about doing some of this more intense nature stuff, is that you don't really get to appreciate the nature because you're too busy focusing on not dying. But like, look at that. Isn't that neato? I mean, not a person around. Not a person. I could get fully naked. I could say all the slurs I want. I'm not gonna, but I could. Just know it. Know that I could. So yeah, you guys see that right there? That's just a fucking slide. The moss in the water make that was very scary. So just fully drenched. Having a great time. Look at this, right? You think this is good wood? That is not good wood. I shouldn't be kicking it while I'm standing on it, but just, I mean, goes to show. You step right there, all your weight, boom, gone. Kneecap, gone. You're dying up here. GG. Wildcat food. Look at this. What the fuck is that? No, but like, unironically, what am I supposed to do here? Like, what? I can't jump. Fuck it, All right, so I've gotten myself in a bit of a conundrum. That's where I came from. This is where I'm trying to go. I'm just standing in water. Oh, you know what? I think I see the pathway. I see it. Hold on. Look at that cool guy. Oh, he's gone. Regardless, things got a lot more straightforward, as you can tell. They got a lot more straightforward very quickly. I'm still not sure how I'm going to get down. I'm probably going to go this way, but should be the home stretch, thank God. Coming down that section right there, this near vertical section, AIDS. But we're very close to back to the car. This is level 3 or 2, if memory serves. Ready to be done. So, we just came from there. I think this is the top of level 3. This is where most people hang out at. You can see people are carving like their letters and stuff into the trees. It's a very neat spot. You don't have to do what I did, but we're very much at the tail end. Took me an hour to undo 2 hours of work. Fucking I. I'm so grateful to be done. I'm out in just the regular old woods. My boots are soaked, pants are soaked, underwear's soaked, coat's soaked. Every step I take sounds like Squidward. But we're basically at the car, which is really nice. Oh, thank God. I'm drenched. As someone who's recently become an adult, one thing I recommend highly in your car, doesn't matter if you're outdoorsy or whatever, make sure to always have a spare change of clothes. Jesus Christ. One mistake I did make, I didn't bring spare shoes or slides or nothing, or flip-flops. That's gonna be bad, but let's get the freak out of here. Hopefully I have enough gas to get home. Look at this, man, bumfuck nowhere. Go to your mom, bro. Get out of here.